Hello everyone and welcome back to another Figurehead Reviews video, and today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Mach-1 from the Abomination Build-A-Figure wave. Here we have Mach-1 displayed in the front window with his Build-A-Figure piece. We get the Marvel logo and his name down there at the bottom. On the side we get some artwork there of Mach-1 flying towards us. It's kind of cool looking, I suppose, and that is going to be the same artwork on both sides. On the back, we're going to see that artwork expanded upon, and we can see that he is indeed flying right towards us. And then on my smashed box here, we do have a quick read-up. Abner Jenkins suits up in his mobile armored cyber harness as Mach-1. Then we do have all the other figures needed in this wave to complete the Abomination Build-A-Figure. And at the very bottom, we have the UPC code, so you can check with your local retailer to see if they have this in stock. But enough about that. Let's get this open and take a look at Mach-1. And here is Mach-1 outside of his packaging, and Hasbro giving the team builders something to be happy about, getting us another founding member of the Thunderbolts here. So we had Citizen V and Songbird, now we got Mach-1, almost have the complete original lineup, which was the Masters of Evil technically, for the Thunderbolts. In this case, this is going to be Beetle when he decided to become a hero, and he became Mach-1. Now, it's ironic because we get some reused parts here from the Ultimate Beetle that was released years ago, like I want to say 2015. The legs and the arms and the hands are all going to be pieces from that figure. So that's actually, it's not terrible. It does stink though because we get the exact same hands, which are these gripping hands, which is dumb. I mean, I hate it when they give us gripping hands for a figure that has nothing to grip. You know, fists. That's it. Just give us fists for this guy if you have to give us just generic hands. So that is a bit frustrating that we get that. And speaking of just hands, we don't get any other accessories with this figure. So again, this wave being very much light on the accessories, you could argue that his jetpack is something to, you know, something to be praised with the extra plastic used for that. But I don't know, it still feels like they could have thrown in a pair of hands at least. But like I said, he doesn't have any other accessories, so that kind of stinks. Now, when standing straight up, Mach-1 is coming in at 6 1/4 inches tall, which makes him 15.9 centimeters, and that's to the top of his head, not the tip of the little antenna, which gives him like an extra 2 centimeters. But like I said, he doesn't come with any other accessories other than his Build-A-Figure piece. So let's go ahead and just jump in here and take a look at the paint and sculpt on Mach-1. And getting up close, we can see, I don't know, it's a good head sculpt, you know, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel exciting to me. It is a good, faithful representation, though, from the images that I found, just to kind of jog the memory of what Mach-1 looks like. So I guess I can't really complain. That's just the character design. But I don't know, it just doesn't seem exciting. We do get some decent paint there. We can see we even get some shadowing in the eyes. So that is kind of cool, kind of give us a shadow of a lens. So they did what they could with this one, so I'll at least give them that they did try to do some shadowing there. Real quick before we go too far, a couple things I wanted to point out. I did have a lot of just warped pieces here out of the packaging. So if we look at basically the arms, you can see we get pretty warped there. And then looking at the legs, so if I line up my sculpts here on the thigh cut, the legs, like look at this foot here, like both of them are really just twisted. So I'm going to have to heat that up, I guess. I mean, if I turn it a bit, then I can get the feet both pointing forwards, but it's not lined up with the sculpt on the thigh cut. So I did want to point out that there was a fair amount of warping on mine. Now looking at the rest of the figure, so I mentioned that we did get some reused parts from that older Beetle figure. So the arms are going to be reused, even including like the hands in this piece, like the whole arm. And then same thing, the whole leg, with the exception, I think the foot is different when I looked it up. So we do get different feet, but we do get the same legs. The torso and then this lower piece here do appear to be different though. He does have his harness, basically goes all the way around. This is not painted on. You can see that it is actually basically connected to the upper torso there. And then of course it goes around to his jetpack, which, I mean, it doesn't have a ton of detail in it. We get some cool looking lines, I suppose, but there's not a whole lot going on with it. So, and then that is actually like molded into that harness piece. You can't take that off. So the shoulder pads are flexible material, so that's nice. It doesn't hinder the articulation at all. Looking at some of the other sculpt, I mean, it just basically looks like a suit of armor, really. I mean, that's, what was it called? The mechanical, I don't know, something harness. So it's a pretty cool looking sculpt. I like the blues that they used on here. I don't really see too much marbling. Well, I say that right when I notice a little bit of marbling, but it's not bad, but I do like the blue. I think that's really cool, both the dark and the light blue. And the paint came out looking really good. I think the blues are close enough to each other that you can't really notice any errors. Of course, again, I say that, but it almost looks like we get one right here where it doesn't line up quite right. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm just, this figure, I'm not really feeling it. Like, it's faithful from what I can see, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's an exciting figure. I'll have to find a spot in the collection with them with the other Thunderbolts, I guess, and probably will grow to like him a bit more. Looking at the articulation, so thankfully his head can look up a fair amount for those flying poses, can look down quite a ways, and of course you do get full rotation, and you even get a little bit of side to side. His arms can come up a pretty decent amount. That's not hindering the articulation at all. You would get full rotation, but of course it's going to hit the wings, so you're not going to get full rotation. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, and then you do have rotation and a hinge at the hands. And again, we get these gripping hands. That's a downer. I want fists, at least. That would be nice. Ab crunch, not too bad going forward. Going backwards, you're not getting much at all. The base of the jetpack is hitting, which that would have been nice because you would have gotten a little bit more out of it. But as it sits, I think you can get some pretty decent flight poses. So that works. I mean, it's a character that's meant to fly, so we need to get some flight poses. He does have a pretty decent waist swivel there. Of course he has a decent waist swivel. That was weird. This goes 360. I don't know why I said decent. His legs can come apart okay. He can kick forward. Not bad. Backwards, not much at all. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knee, and then he does have a hinge and a very stiff hinge on this particular foot, but then he also has ankle pivot. And that is going to do it for this review, everyone. So overall, the content of the figure, in terms of the character that it is, I think is great. Getting another founding member of the Thunderbolts, I think, is something that a lot of collectors are going to be happy about, and it really does help make that Thunderbolt setup look that much better. However, I can't quite put my finger on it, but this figure just feels cheap, and I can't articulate why. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the white plastic used. I mean, it doesn't feel brittle or anything. It doesn't feel any different than any other plastic that we've seen. It feels cheap. That's all I can say. Maybe it's because I know they're reusing parts from like a 5-year-old figure, but I mean, the parts do kind of fit, though. I mean, it's not bad. Maybe I'm just frustrated at the lack of accessories overall with this entire wave, and getting the gripping hands, just kind of makes me think of that. I don't know. This whole wave just did feel kind of meh. Like, there's good character content in it, but maybe it's just because I realize how much money I spent and how little I got. Sometimes maybe that's what it is. Sometimes getting those extra accessories and stuff is nice. But as I said, that is it for the review. Let me know what you think. Do you guys agree with me on this wave? Like I said, that was kind of a thought that just came to me, that it just felt like a letdown wave for some reason. Again, I can't really articulate it, but let me know what you think down below. But anyway, make sure to leave that comment, hit that thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe for more content just like this, and as always, thanks for watching my videos, and have a great day.